shows. Cheers.
Oh, thanks, Keith. We appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks a lot. Are you on Twitter, Keith? I can't work out who you are. If so, say hello. Is that it?
No, we've got Nikki here.
Nikki?
Yeah.
Did she got some vodka?
Not that Nikki. I don't want to read the surname because she signs it just Nikki.
Oh,
Nikki.
yeah, Nikki with the cool fringe.
Mm-hmm.
She's a long-time friend of the show.
Hey, Lens and Gaz. I felt lost this week without BB, and it makes me sad that his future is uncertain. I have every faith if it will return. It has to. What a brilliant series it's been. Great housemates. I've loved all the tasks. It's been more like classic old school BB, which has been a joy to watch, and it needs to stay this way. So good riddance to Channel fucking 5.
Yes.
Shame Cameron won. We all know Lewis was the real winner of this series.
Yes.
Thank you both for all you do and have done for Big Brother and for Big Brother, not just like fans, for Big Brother itself. And we'll carry on to do. You make it so much more fun and enjoyable. I love your passion for the show. It's beautiful. Love heart.
Aww.
Emoji. Looking forward to the Blast from the Past pods.
God,
Everyone's waiting for those.
Fuck, I didn't know they were so in demand.
And
no one listens to it in the fucking time, man.
And we'll definitely
now.
be watching BB Can and BBUS.
Yes, cool, Nikki.
Enjoy a little break. You deserve it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we do. Love ya, Nikki. Kiss face emoji. Kiss, kiss.
I like Nikki. She's really cool. She's like Molly. She's like someone who we would just obviously be friends with if we met her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's just like one of us.
One of us. 31 minutes ago, this last email came in, and the subject line is "One Last Time," and it's from Darren. Highland Gaz.
Didn't Darren send us some money one time as well?
Not sure.
Yeah, he did, like 2 weeks ago.
Thanks, Darren. Highland Gaz, thank you for all your pods. They've enhanced the BB experience. I will miss your inane wafflings. Bye, Darren. Is he the one that said shit about Lewis?
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah. So give us £10 to call Lewis a cunt. I'll miss your inane wafflings.
Oh, okay, nice.
What?
I'm glad, because I nearly missed it. I always nearly miss the ones off the website because they look like they're from some Chinese
they look like spam
email. So I'm just checking that I haven't missed any more.
And have you missed one from Latargo? Because I'm sure he said he sent us a voicemail.
November the 2nd. That would have been on the last pod. No, nothing else from Latargo.
Excuse me.
And do you know what? I'm really glad that I didn't miss this one because it's from. Gmail's just frozen.
Careful with the names.
It's from Conflicted, remember?
Oh, no way.
But I think Conflicted now has a name, no? Ali. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Subject: one day goodbye will be farewell, you will never see the one you love again.
That's a Morrissey lyric.
Is it?
Shit. Oh my God.
Jumping on that bandwagon. Hi, Ginzy and Laz. So, this is the end of BBUK. Sad face. I unfortunately do think this is the end of BBUK, at least in its current form. So I wanted to just talk about it coming to an end and its impact. But before I do, I wanted to say thank you to you both. I first found BB on Blast way back in the PG era, pre-Gaz, and was shocked to find a podcast of people with the same opinions as me that was so funny. I remember listening to the podcast about Helen calling Brian a rapist in year 9.
They were in year 9.
What do you mean year 9?
They were at school in year 9, I guess I'm saying, yeah.
The memories.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. I remember working on my GCSE art projects while Lindsay solo podded BB17.
Oh, God.
Back when Paul was liked Rest in Pieces.
Yeah, that was it. BBUS Paul. Yeah. That was the dark
back
times.
when Paul was liked Rest in Pieces. Okay.
Yeah. Shit,
I feel
you
like
have been here for a while.
I have, in a way, grown up with BB on Blast. And since I only started watching BBUK recently-ish, compared to how long the show has gone on for, I feel like how BBUK ending feels like is maybe how I would feel if BB on Blast ended.
Oh, that's nice.
He said, I don't know if that makes sense.
Is Ali a boy or a girl? Because it could be
both. Could be either.
Could be both. Both, not both.
I think I just assumed boy, but
I assumed girl, but I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter.
So with that said, I wanted to just thank BBUK, not Ben Frau, because honestly, I hope Paddington 24/7 fails and he goes to complain to Paddington Station about how trains aren't getting him ratings, and then he gets hit by one. But now that BBUK is coming to an end, I wanted to thank you guys at BB on Blast. So bear with, because this is going to get soppy.
It was already quite soppy, I thought, but...
First, to get this out of the way, Towie, thank you for all the mice and for being cute.
He's not caught a mouse in ages. Good.
I'm not a cat person, but woo, love Towie.
Oh, that's nice.
Second, thank you to the listeners who are always there to support and send love to Lindsay and Gaz. I love the community around BB on Blast and everyone. I feel like some listeners who only watch BBUK may drift off, so love you.
Yeah, please don't. We don't want to lose you.
Third, thank you, Gaz. I come from a background where I don't have many/any LGBT representation in my life. So it's amazing to have such a good role model and proud gay person. Low-key, when I saw you were a guest on the podcast for the first time, I was nervous because I love Lindsay and was scared the balance of the podcast would be broken. But you are so much fun and bring so much joy and enthusiasm, so love you lots.
Now Gaz is crying.
Finally, to the one I can't miss out, the public eye. No, Lindsay, I want to thank you for a couple of things. Thank you for the enthusiasm you bring to the podcast, for podding through all sorts of dire stuff, in brackets the X Factor with voice, all sorts, for the listeners. Thank you for coping with some ridiculous trolls, but also thank you for being you, no pretending, no nonsense, just fun, and if you are half as good of a person as you seem on the podcast, you must be an all-around legend.
Fucking hell, man.
So that was the soppy and blah, but I thought since BBUK has come into a close, it's important to kind of remember all the work you put into BBUK pods. Also, I did this through the website. I don't know if it works. I did it the first time. I always get freaked out when you say my full name, so I'm just putting a weird email that doesn't have my name in it, lol. So yeah, love you lots. Ali with a kiss.
Don't say the full name.
No,
oh my god.
She's a son of Ali.
How nice was that?
That was really sweet.
Fuck.
It almost had me going then.
Fuck, that was so nice.
To be called a fucking role model and a proud gay person, that's really sweet.
And also, like, because when I used to do the podcast with James and then I did it on my own, which was terrible, it was awful, don't listen to those. But when I first had Gaz on the podcast, I wasn't sure how it was going to go, and Gaz had a lot of followers, and I thought, I might pick up a few from that.
Yeah. You have.
Although now we've got the same.
You've leveled up.
Oh yeah, but I follow a lot more people than you do. But
my ratios are better, but
and I think I was worried about like the chemistry we might have, and of course he was only a guest at first, and then he sort of wormed his way in. But I think it's worked so well. Like it's like me and James just used to do like a really short podcast. Really, well, it was very funny, but it was quite short and sweet. And James didn't ever do any preparation, whereas Gaz does too much. But it's just it has really grown massively and organically. And Gaz is such a passionate Big Brother fan and has brought such a lot to the podcast. And I wouldn't want to be doing it with anyone else.
Stop it, because you're making me cry.
It's true. I think it's come such a long way, and it's like I was thinking. Gaz is crying now. No, but I was thinking because I was thinking. Actually, I was saying to my counsellor, like, it's kind of sad in a way. I don't think James will listen to this, but it's kind of sad in a way that James never got to go to the house, even though he would have said he didn't want to, and that he didn't get to meet Arissa, even though he would have said he didn't want to. But I also said to my counsellor, to be honest, those things would have never happened with me and James because we didn't encourage a community. We were like, we don't want your fucking feedback, and we did. We were called Big Brother Bow, so we were trying to be more wannabe edgy and just being more cuntish. Whereas you've come along and made it more accessible, I think, and more. I don't know, not more PG because we're still fucking rude and offensive, but just more friendly in a way and less bitter.
Yeah,
and just more.
I hear you, but sometimes I feel like I'm too tame.
No, you're not. You can be quite cutting.
Yeah,
and just you bring such a wealth of knowledge about Big Brother with you, and I just think we have great chemistry now. And it was something I was worried about at the start, but literally 2 or 3 episodes in, we were away.
Yeah,
aren't we?
Well, you said like I started as a guest. To be honest with you, we did that one together, and we just carried on from there. it's when I talk about this and like how this has happened, like for me it's always, I always say like, you know, I used to listen to this podcast before, and obviously, you know, it's a bit, I suppose it's sad in a way, like had your circumstances not changed, this would never have happened, but then like you say, I suppose something nice comes out of it at the end.
Shit happens and
like,
life happens and things happen, you know?
We met from tweeting Big Brother together, like we're Twitter friends first, and then we decided to watch a show together, and then we decided to just sort of seem to like organically go towards podcasting together. And now you're definitely like one of the best friends that I have. Like
I definitely see more of you than most of my other friends.
I think I spend more time with you than any of my friends.
Definitely at the moment.
Yeah, of course. But like I wouldn't change that at all. Some of my friends might, but
tough.
But I don't know. I have a few core friends who are very, very important to me, and you're definitely very important.
Am I in the core four?
Yeah, you are. I'm trying to be emotional, but I've got stomach pain.
I can't cope with all this. It's too much. It's too much. It's too soppy.
I'll tell you something else as well. Because I walked into this podcast late, and because you constantly remind me it's your podcast.
No, I don't. I do jokingly, but look at the who's on the picture. It's me and you.
Yeah. Also, somebody tweeted like a sort of running through GIF of all the logos of the fan sites. Only ours is egotistical enough to have our fucking faces right there.
It's definitely 100% both of our podcasts.
But and I said this in conversation with Arissa. I said, actually, I always feel like you're the star. And
Shut up.
No, I do. And that's
when
what I
did
feel.
You say that to her?
In the bar.
Did you?
Yeah, I sort of feel like I'm kind of like in the shadow of Lindsay.
That is insane.
But like when I hear someone say something so nice about me, saying that I'm a role model to them, role model to your kids though,
I'm so shocked.
and I feel like, oh wow, people do value Gaz as part of Gaz and Lindsay.
I'm so shocked to hear you say something humble. I am literally agog. You ran around acting like you're the fucking star of everything. So I'm very shocked to hear you say that. And also, think about how many fans you have off this show. Sorry, I shouldn't say fans. That sounds big-headed. But how many people who... No, but I'm not talking about friends. I'm talking about fans of you who... fancy you or just like you or just like are into you, and they're gay guys who are not into me for the same reason. I'm not saying that people are just objectifying you, but that really shocks me to hear you say that.
I know, because I talk a big game, and sometimes I feel like I have these two very conflicting sides of my personality. One which is very out there, and then I do have a lot of underlying insecurity as well. Yeah, but don't we all?
Yeah, everybody does. I guess that's so funny to you say that. I'm quite shook. I'm shook. We always get people writing in to ask for your advice on things and stuff. And you are the gay voice of this podcast. I'm just a boring straight person. So my opinion.
Yeah,
on
but
these
you're
things,
the best kind of boring straight person.
I'm like Michelle Visage.
Yeah,
I've knocked on those doors.
What do they call that? An ally of the community.
Oh God, I don't want to be that.
But honestly, it must have been Ali's first or second email that when people thanked me for sharing the story about coming out and stuff like that, and I think it was Ali that did share that.
It was.
And I sent a little cap of one of the sentences in there to my boyfriend, and to me that just made... it sounds like Brooke now, saying if I've changed one person's life, but it just like made me realise how valuable actually sitting and talking about your experience could be for someone. You don't really think about it. When we're here, trust me, we talk so much shit that we don't know what we've said.
No.
Because Lindsay and I, when we do this, it's just like we're just the same now as we are when we're not recording.
Yeah.
In the Superfan chat the other day, we had to ask some topic that we spoke about, did we talk about it on the podcast, or was that just us offline? And turns out it was on the fucking podcast, and it was about licking arseholes or putting your finger up a bum. So like what you get is really the real us, and sometimes we probably open up a little bit too much, or more than we would have thought we should. But I don't know where that was going, but sometimes you just like
I think
you just think you're sitting here chatting shit and you don't realise that it's going to mean something to someone.
But it's like listening to Judy Girl, listening to them talk about race issues. opens your eyes to a new perspective. And someone listening to me ranting about feminism, even though some people might find it a turn off, there'll be some people who will listen to that and be like, shit, I never looked at it that way.